friends, welcome back to the Decades Legacy Challenge and to the year 1923. We are here with our O'Hara family, and as you can see, this is Gemma, and she is just here getting ready to play a little bit of chess. We have ourselves our twin girls, Lindsay and Norma, and they are just sleeping, and Liam is headed off to work. So let's go ahead and get started with our day. So she's just practicing a little bit of her chess and getting her logic skill up. And he is at work, working hard, doing his engineer stuff. And once the children are up, we will go ahead and obviously have her take care of them. It does look like little Norma is already up and crying, and that is not surprising. Or maybe that's Lindsay. No, it's Norma. Norma needs to be fed. So we'll go ahead and come in here and get her to do a little bit of breastfeeding and take care of little Norma. She is not a happy camper this morning. Well, actually, it's the afternoon. It's about 3:23 in the afternoon. And she's just like, okay, Norma, it's okay. Mommy's here. So it is actually 1923, and I do believe it is their birthday coming up tomorrow. And if you do recall, Rose is actually pregnant, and so she will be giving birth soon as well. So hopefully we will be able to see Rose in this episode before she gives birth to her little one. So maybe Liam will be able to spend some time with his sister in this episode for a little bit and see her. So I'm just going to have her come on down once she's done feeding the twins and she can get herself a bite to eat, because it does look like she is feeling a little bit hungry herself. She's just going to have herself a little bit of eggs and toast. She's like, I'm going to go in here and sit and listen to the radio while I eat. She loves sitting in here in the living room next to the fire and listening to the radio. She's got herself a little moodlet here about seeing things differently. So it does look like she ended up having to have herself a cesarean. And so she is having a little bit of pain where that is concerned, which makes a lot of sense. She did have herself twins, and it is a good possibility that maybe that didn't go so seamlessly, and so she ended up having to have a C-section and not a regular natural delivery. But she is very happy overall. She's loving being a mom, and she's loving her life overall, and she's quite a happy lady, if you can see that. So yeah, she's loving it. I do want you to go ahead and clean that up. We're not going to just start leaving plates lying around. That is how it gets nasty in here, and Liam does not like a messy home at all. So we will just clean that up right away. And then if you could come on out here and maybe do the laundry, that would probably be great. She's like, no, I can't do that. Why not? Come on out here and do this laundry. She's like, yeah, I can't. Not so much that I can't, just that I don't really want to. Well, you may not want to, but you need to. Come on out here and do a little bit of the wash, because we do know that in this house especially, if you don't stay on the wash goes absolutely berserk. So we're going to get her to do a little bit of the wash and get that taken care of. So she will wash some of these clothes, and then we'll get her to put the clothes that's on the line away. And she is feeling a little bit dizzy, but I just think that is because she is about to head into her cycle, being the fact that she just had babies. She's now going into, obviously having a cycle. So we will have her, maybe grab herself a drink of water or something like that. But let's go ahead and hang these clothes on the line there, Gemma. I think they're clean. And these you can put away. They're used and dry. So whoever cleaned them before didn't clean them very well. She's like, well, don't you blame me for that, because I wasn't the only one doing laundry in this joint. I'm fairly certain it was probably Liam. It probably was Liam. He was probably in a hurry trying to just help out, but at least he helped out. Or you're just going to go lay them on the stump there. How about you actually put them away? Just throw them away. Put them up. There you go. That's a good girl. Alright. Come replace this water. Okay. And she's overthinking and she's itchy. Well, why are you itchy? I don't have any idea. She is so happy, and he's very confident. Look at, he came straight home from work and went straight up here to his girls. Liam absolutely loves his girls, and he is so, well, I was gonna say he's so good with them, but you know, he struggles still. He's a new dad. I mean, he did, oh look, Rose is calling, wanting to know if we want to talk to her, so we'll let them have a little chat. He loves his girls very, very much. And, you know, he did really well with the little ones when his mom and his siblings lived here. But he still has some learning to do. I mean, he's not by any means a perfect parent. Let's face it, who is a perfect parent? I don't even know that there is such a thing. But that being said, he does try, and he loves to be around the girls. Absolutely loves it. So we love to see that. And we're just going to let her go ahead and play a little bit of music. She absolutely loves playing music, listening to music, dancing to music. She's a very musical person, and we do know that about her. So we'll let her go ahead and just play a little bit of music for the girls here, and hopefully they will love that. And as she said, she loves challenging herself with new things. So she has learned to play the guitar here. Well, they're both hot. Why don't you get into your summer wear? There you go. Now you'll cool down a little bit. She wants to flirt with Liam. We'll go ahead and pin that. So Liam is feeling a little bit tired after his long day at work. So we will go ahead and let him go on and first of all, we're going to turn off these fireplaces because, you know, there's no sense in them being on. It is a very hot day. I can't get this one put out for whatever reason, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and sell it because there's no sense in us having it, honestly. I can't put it out for whatever reason, so I'm just going to get rid of this fireplace. So we'll just sell that and get it out of the way because I can't get them to put it out, and everyone is burning up because it is the dead of summer, and yeah, they're all overheating. Maybe actually I can do one of these like little iron ones. Yeah, like that. Okay, I'll put that one there. We'll just leave that. That'll be fine. Okay. And we're just gonna go ahead and let Liam go on to bed. Go on to bed there, Liam. There you go. And it is 8 o'clock, so I'm going to have you go on and go to bed as well. Stop playing the guitar and get yourself to bed as well. And in true fashion, it is bright and early in the morning, and both of the girls are wide awake and screaming their bloody heads off because they need their mom. So I am going to go ahead and get Gemma up, and she's going to have to come in here and feed the girls because they are very, very hungry. So it does look like Liam's like, oh no, I'm going to go help. But there's nothing that you can do, Liam, because you don't have what they need. Honestly, you don't. And so I am going to get her to go upstairs and help them out. They're like, feed us now. All right. Lindsay's first. Alright, Norma, your turn. And Gemma has fed both of the girls here. And it does look like Lindsay's got a dirty nappy on. So we'll just get them to change the diaper as well. Actually, they both have a dirty diaper. And then I've got to get Gemma to a bathroom before she wees herself. And Liam has come up, butt naked, to take care of the babies. Like, why are you naked? Get you some clothes on, sir. He's like, I've got you, little Lindsay, I've got you. And of course, she walked by him and he was naked, and now she's very flirty. And she wants to flirt with him. And we had that pinned. So we'll go on in here and we'll just let them flirt a little bit. since she's in a very flirty mood and she already wants to flirt with him. So they're going to just love one another. They are so cute. So they're going to give each other a little bit of love and kiss one another. Look at, he's like, ooh, honey. She's like, oh, I love you, dear. He's like, I love you. She's like, you know that you can't be running around this house without clothes on. He's like, but when you react like you just reacted, it makes me want to do that. And she's like, now. She's like, I could look at you all day long. And she's just going to gaze lovingly into his eyes. And he's going to say, I was feeling off today, but you definitely turned me on. Okay, so they're going to go and autonomously go and love one another. So they've decided that they want to have a little bit of fun. So we're going to let them do that. These two are as bad as Cora and Frederick were. Maybe worse, actually. So they're going to go have a little bit of fun time, and we're going to let them do that. And we're just going to fast forward through that really quick. Okay. And according to the calendar, it is actually about to head into 1923. So it was 1922. It'll be 1923 actually in the morning. And then it will also in the morning be our girl's birthday. So we're at the tail end of 1922, heading into 1923. And our girls are crying again. And Norma, honey, why are you crying? We're just fast forwarding through them getting their business on here. And as soon as they're done here, we'll get them to come up and take care of these crying babies because they both need some love and attention. It looks like we also have some dirty nappies again. Okay, now that that's done. Alright, so one of them wants to be loved and talked to, and the other one has a dirty nappy. So both of the parents are going to come up here, and they're going to deal with the twins. Come on. Liam, you can come up and help. He's like, all I want to do is love on Gemma. I just want to talk to her and hug her and kiss on her and dance with her. That's awesome, but come up here and rock your baby and talk to your baby and cuddle with your baby. And you can rock this one and cuddle this one and talk to this one. You see how that works. In unison they go with the twins. We love to see it. I love it. I love it. Parenting at its best. All right. So tomorrow, like I said, is the girl's birthday and the year rollover of 1923. These two are very, very much in love. They're very, very happy, and things could not be going better. It is the middle of summer. The crops are the crops. They have a gardener that they've hired, so they don't really do anything like that. She really is just a stay-at-home mom that gets to play the piano, play the guitar, and just, you know, enjoy her music and keep the house up, and that's really all that she does. And Liam is an engineer, and he makes really decent money, so there's not really any need for her to have to work outside of the home. He makes good money, and he can provide for them, and so he's able to give them a really decent life, actually. Oh no, she's like, here you go, Lindsay. Dad loved on you, but he didn't change your diaper. Well, my goodness. Let me just hold you and rock you and just tell you how sorry I am that happened. So she's just loving on Lindsay now, and then we'll put Lindsay down and let them go ahead, and Lindsay can go back to sleep then. Or go to sleep in the first place, I guess. And I do still want Liam, hopefully, to go and see Rose at some point, because Rose, like I said, is also expecting, and I would like for them to be able to see one another because they are twins, and I would like for him to see Rose before Rose goes into labor, being that, you know, they were always very, very close growing up, and I feel like, you know, he would want to check in on his sister and make sure everything's okay with her and her pregnancy. So I do hope that we can go and see Rose before she goes into labor. Is it really? Okay, Liam. If you say so. He's so funny. Okay, and I am just going to get Gemma in here to go ahead and clean up these dirty dishes that were left in the living room. I'm fairly certain she probably did that actually, so she can clean it up. And there are also some eggs and toast here in the kitchen that she can eat because she is feeling quite hungry. So she can eat that once she is done with her bath because she's feeling kind of dirty. And that will be great. Liam also needs a bath, so how about you get yourself... Are you self-woohooing? You are. Okay, when's what... Okay. Anyhow, once you're done with that, sir, then you can get yourself a bath. You randy gentleman, you. So, both of them are bathing, and then once he's done bathing, his needs will be good. She's going to clean up the dirty dishes and then have herself a bite to eat. Both of the girls are asleep, and then that will be great. She's just like, okay. I'm feeling very confident. It's been a lovely day. I've had the children are taken care of, and I've been taken care of by my husband, and things are going really great, and yeah, it's just lovely. And you know, lo and behold, you know, she's just having an excellent day. Like, she's thrilled. She's having, you know, if you look at her mood list there, she's had good woohoo. She's happy because of the children. She's happy because she's married. Like, she's just having a good day. I told you it was her that eats in here, so I knew that plate was hers. So she's just sitting here once again, having her eggs and toast with the music. That's what she does, thinking about her friend Rachel. Don't you sit that plate back down there and leave it. She's gonna do it. Clean that plate up. And of course she's hot because she's once again not in her summer attire, and it is a really, really, really hot day. So we're going to let her clean up, and then I'm just gonna have her brush her teeth. She's got some disgusting teeth. So we'll put her in her summer outfit and let her brush her teeth. Go ahead and brush your teeth. I think now that all of that is done, maybe you should do something fun with your time. Like, look at him. He's up here bothering the kids. Yeah, shush, shush, shush. Why are you waking them? They should be left alone. Well, now both of them are crying. Okay, well, the girls need to be dealt with now. Here we go. Oh, poor Liam. He's like, what did I do? What did I do? Okay, well, Gemma to the rescue. She's coming to help. He's like, I don't know what I did, honey. And she's like, it's fine, Liam. I'm here to help. You deal with that one. I'll deal with this one. We've got it. Okay? We can do this. They're just babies. And he's like, but honey, I don't know why they're crying. And she's like, honey, honestly, we can do this. We're adults. They're just babies. I'm missing a hand. It'll be fine. There are worse things in the world. He's like, yes, exactly. You're missing a hand. That is the worst thing in the world. That's not what he said. Oh my God. No, but really, where the hell did your hand go? Okay, the baby's still crying. You told him that it was just a baby and that it could be handled and it could be dealt with, but you didn't take care of the baby. The baby is still crying. Gemma says, you're a really fun person. Oh, they are so in love with one another. I just love that. Alright, so he's going to go downstairs and listen to some music while she finishes dealing with the children. And, you know, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing that he can do to help them when they're hungry, really, because we have to breastfeed. So, it's fine. He's downstairs. Oh, but they're going to come down. They're going to chat. Oh, they're holding hands. But it's an awkward moment because, you know, I don't really know what happened to this animation, but that's okay. They were holding hands for a moment there briefly. He's like, what have you got going on for today? And she's like, not really a whole lot, dear. I already picked up in the house, you know. I don't really have anything going on. And he's like, I love you so much. And she's like, thank you for making me feel so loved. I love you too. See what I mean? They are just precious, these two. Oh, they're so sweet. And once again, he's upstairs trying to deal with the children and just shushing them. We have Lindsay up and she is crying. So we're going to have him try to calm them down. Gemma's going to go read a book. She's like, you've got this, Liam. You can do this. And he's like, I don't think I can, dear. And she's like, you can do this. I'm going to go read a book. I know you can handle this. And he's like, oh my God, I don't think I can do it. And she's like, you can do it. He's like, I don't think I can do it. You can totally do this, Liam. He's like, okay, what is it that you need? Do you want to be rocked? Do you want to be talked to? What is wrong with you, child? And of course, he gave it a bottle. She didn't come up and the baby was actually hungry because she didn't think the baby was hungry. Well, we'll pretend we didn't see that. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. All right, now they're going to go to sleep finally. But of course, now that Lindsay's taken care of, Norma has woken. So Norma's probably going to start crying soon. But those two are downstairs and they're going to chat now. Maybe they can, you know, find some time to spend with one another. They've got some music playing. They're going to dance with one another. I love it. She's like, let's have a dance, love. The music's playing. It's a beautiful day. The children are happy currently. Let's get some dancing in. So they're just doing a little bit of dancing. They're feeling very loved. They're loving one another. They're so happy together. Oh, they're such a precious couple. They really, really are so in love. Dancing is in his bones. Does he like dancing? Sure, he can like dancing. All right, so now she's going to go on upstairs because, as I said, the children were going to need her. The children now need her. Lindsay has herself a dirty diaper that needs to be changed. Okay, let's change your dirty diaper. How are you doing, Norma? Let's go ahead and give you a feed. It's been a while since you cried, so I know it's coming up. Okay, so she's just going to go ahead and give her a little bit of a feed here. And then once that is done, both of the girls should be in pretty decent shape and should be able to get themselves a little bit of a rest. And then she won't have to deal with them for a little while. And right now she's just appreciating the art that Frederick built for Cora that is hanging on the wall. And Liam's going to come up and he's going to proposition Miss Gemma here for a little bit of woohoo because he is feeling very flirty. She's feeling very flirty and the time is right. It just is. Both of them are wanting to woohoo with the other. So they're going to take full advantage of this, and it's the afternoon where both the babies are asleep. So they're just going to go for it. So they're going to go downstairs and they're both going to go and they're going to woohoo. Well, they're going to try for a baby. And they seem to be enjoying themselves quite immensely as they, you know, love on one another. And then once Gemma is done with that, she just got a message that she needs to go for her postpartum visit. So, I mean, she's not even waiting until she has her postpartum checkup before they're fooling around and things. No protection was used. Of course, there wasn't any protection used. Why would they do that? So she's going to go ahead and head off to her doctor's visit so she can make sure that everything looks okay and after the birth of the twins. So we're just going to fast forward through and I will get back with you when she returns. Okay, so she is back from her postpartum checkup and everything seems to be fine. And now it looks like Rose is calling, inviting us over to her house. So we are going to travel and go see Rose with Liam. because I was definitely wanting us to see her before she has her baby. So we'll definitely go and visit now. We have arrived here at Rose's house, and as you can see, she is very pregnant. So we're just going to go ahead and ask her when she is thinking that she's due. And she's like, very soon, can't you tell? And he's like, oh yeah, I think so. And so he's just going to go ahead and talk about the news and talk about the day and ask her how she's doing and brighten her day up a little bit. And she's going to tell him, like, you know, he's like, you know, how have you been? And she's like, I'm okay. She's like, you know, I did get some disheartening news lately. And he's like, oh, what do you mean? And she's like, I got a call from the funeral home, and they found Devin's stuff. And he's like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, you remember how they had told us that they lost all of the remains? And he was like, yeah. And she's like, well, they found Devin's. And he was like, you've got to be kidding. And she's like, no, not at all. She's like, yeah, so they made arrangements. I've got to go and pick it up. And he's like, oh, sis, you know, that's great news, but also I'm really sorry that you're having to deal with that right now in the middle of your pregnancy. And she's like, yeah, you know, I'm glad that, you know, they found him and his remains. She's like, but it is somber news to find out about, especially now. She's like, you know, now that I'm, you know, hugely pregnant. And he's like, well, if you need to talk, or you need to, you know, ever need to lean on me, you know I'm here for you, right, sis? And she's like, yeah, do you know it's so hot out here? Do you want to go inside and chat? And he's like, actually, sis, you know, I can't really stay for too long because Gemma's at home with the twins. And she's like, how is Gemma? And he's like, oh, she's doing great. You know, she's loving mom and being a mom, and motherhood really looks good on her. And, you know, I think motherhood looks good on you. And she's like, oh, shut up about yourself now. And he's like, honestly. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and change her. I don't want her to overheat here. But he's like, honestly, Rose, motherhood looks really, really good on you. I think Devin would be so happy that you've moved on and found somebody, and that you're happy and that you're having a baby. And she's like, I don't want to talk about Devin right now. I'm going to go on in. Thanks for coming to see me, bro. And he's like, yeah, I love you, sis. So, you know, Rose is happy. She's moved on. She's having a child. But she still misses Devin. And I think that, you know, it was really sweet of Liam to go and to check on Rose and to be there for her and all of that. But also, Rose is dealing with a whole lot. She really is. Okay, so we have arrived back at the house, and Liam is just going to go in and grab himself something to eat because he is a little bit hungry, and then we're going to go ahead and let him get some rest. It is late in the afternoon. As you can see, Gemma here is just boogieing down to a little bit of music because she's got the dancing fever in her soul. She can't help herself. She just can't help herself. The girls, we have one is asleep, Lindsay's asleep, Norma is awake. And once they both are done eating, we're going to get them into bed. And then in the morning, we will be aging our twins up and giving them their makeovers. And then after that, I think we'll probably be wrapping this episode up because it is getting kind of long here. But for now, we are just going to let them go ahead and have their cake and then go to bed. Because yes, both of them opted for cake for supper. Because you know how the Sims are with their cake. They just can't say no to it. Oh, and of course she's going to break the sink. Well, you're going to have to repair that. So I'll get Liam up and he can get this repaired in the morning. Alright, both of the babies are up. It's 11:21 and we're going to go ahead and get Gemma in here to take care of the babies. If I actually thought I was going to be able to make it through the night without the babies waking them, I was sadly mistaken. So you're going to have to go take care of the babies, and then of course she is hungry, so we'll let her get herself something to eat. Okay, Norma's all better now. No, maybe not. Go ahead and give her a feed. I know. We need to give her a feed, though. There we go. Alright. Lindsay's just laying here, happy as a lark. But we're going to go ahead and feed her while we're up here because, you know, as soon as we go downstairs, she's just going to be upset that we didn't take care of her in the first place. And then, of course, she wants more cake. So. Oh, do you have yourself a dirty diaper now? Nope. Now you're wanting to be talked to. Norma herself, she's just, this one here, she needs all the attention in the world. Yeah, it's your birthday. Yes, it is. The urge to age you up is strong with the way you cry. Alright, let's rock you and love you. Lindsay's such a good one. Norma is the crybaby of the family. Okay, Norma. Okay. Mommy's here. It's a good thing that she has good energy. She was able to get enough rest that she's not tired, but she is quite hungry. Why are you screaming? Okay. There. See, you're all better. Alright, get yourself some sleep, Norma. Mommy's gonna go downstairs and have some cake. Alright, and Liam has woken up in a flirty mood. And he's doing some plumbing, so that's great. She's like, thank you so much for fixing that, dear. I'm so sorry that I broke it. I don't even know what happened. I just washed the dish and then it just exploded everywhere. And he's like, it's fine, love. These things happen. So he's fixed that for her, which is lovely. And she's just going to mop up this mess. And it is 1:30 in the morning. And everyone's wide awake because of the babies. So, oh, and now the toilet's broken, so we'll have Liam fix that. It's a good thing he likes handiness and he's good at it. There's really no sense in you mopping that up because it's broken. Yeah, I know. He needs to fix it. Are you going to try to fix it? Okay, she's going to actually try to give herself a hand here at working out plumbing. So we're going to see how she does. I don't know that she likes it as much as Liam does, but we're going to give it a go. See how it does. Okay, she's almost done fixing that toilet there. And then she's going to go ahead and come in here and make some breakfast for the family. Because she is once again hungry and I'm sick of seeing them eat cake, to be completely honest. Like, they cannot live on cake alone. They just can't do it. Well, actually, they would probably try. And I'm going to have Liam come out here while she's doing breakfast, and he's going to feed the chickens, clean the coop, and also do a little bit of the... He's just having himself a bit of an angry mood swing here. And now he's happy. Like, I don't know. He's got that whole veteran thing going on, right? So, poor Liam. I feel bad for him. Sometimes the angriness just kind of creeps up on him from his veteran days. So that is really sad. But he's doing this laundry for Gemma while she does the breakfast, which she just finished. So she's having herself a bite to eat. And he's just finishing up the laundry. And his, unfortunately, going through quite a bit of a roller coaster of emotions here, which really is sad for him. I really do feel bad that he's having to deal with that. He's angry, happy, and he just doesn't really know what to feel. And so that's really awful. She's going to go ahead and call him to eat. So come on inside, Liam, and eat yourself some breakfast. Looking at me so mad. He's like, ugh, poor fella. Okay, so Liam is just getting a little bit of his breakfast here. They're going to have a sit down and finish their breakfast together. She is done here, but she's just going to sit with him and watch him eat and have a little bit of conversation with him. And she's like, honey, are you having a bad go of it? And he's like, honey, my emotions are all over the place. I'm really sorry. And she's like, no, it's fine. I understand that you have these times where things creep up on you. And she's like, I'm just going to go check on the babies. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. So she's going upstairs because both of the girls are crying in unison. She's going to give them a little bit of a diaper change. And it is about 4:56 in the morning. So we're going to change them. And then I think I'm actually going to go ahead and age them up. And we will go ahead and let them become toddlers and give them their makeovers. Because Honestly, the crying, people, the crying. I'm over it. So let's go ahead and age Lindsay up first. And it is Lindsay's birthday and she has aged up. And what did she get? Quick learner. These toddlers learn all skills quickly and independent. These toddlers love their freedom and don't like to take orders from caregivers. They gain extra skill when they are left alone. So we love that for us. Yes, we do. All right. Happy birthday, Lindsay. And we will obviously pop into Cass and give them their makeovers. And now for Norma. And Norma has aged up and she got always hungry. These toddlers need to eat more. They have more negative reactions when they are hungry, but they stay happy. And thinking development. These toddlers build skills slowly. All right, so we will actually hop into Cass and give them their toddler makeovers, and then I will show you what they look like when that is done. But it is their birthdays. We have ourselves some toddlers. No more babies. No more crying. Not newborn crying anyway. Okay, and this is our Lindsay here, and this is what she looks like after her makeover. And I think she turned out super cute. She is absolutely a doll baby, and this is her everyday outfit. So let's quickly go through her look. So this is her everyday, and then for her formal, and then we have her nightwear, and then we have her party outfit. And then we have her swim. And then hot weather. And cold weather. And then if we hop on over, we'll take a look at Norma. And you're going to find that our girls are actually indeed identical twins. That's right, identical. So they're going to be very difficult for us to tell apart. I did dress them identical as well, except for the fact that their colors are a little different. So this is Norma's everyday, and then her formal, nightwear, and then sleep, swim, hot weather, and cold weather. So they are identical twins. They are in the exact same outfits, but they are wearing different colors. Hopefully that will help us to tell them apart because they look exactly the same. But these are our girls and what they look like after their makeovers, and I hope that you really do like them. But I do think I am actually going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you are notified when another episode goes live, and I will see you guys in the next Decade's Legacy Challenge. So until then, I am going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.
Whoa! Angie Chilo! Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ooh. Woo! Whoa! Yep. Whoa!